See what the Americans been up to in America. So retired at age I don't know. I left since like age 33. It's been 5 years. What's up? Yeah. I just collect money over time, and then choose somewhere. I'll go off and enjoy my Starlink system. Yeah, going on to the future over here. As I go off and deal with roaches. Well, sometimes I might study the movements and the techniques around this stuff. But yeah, the American over here is like at home over here. Since like 2014, doing the same thing. Yeah, just being at home in his apartment over here, just like chilling, new technology, new system, and then going to like put a skull on the gaming board, and then giving some random chick over here the bragging rights into my offering special. That's way to like her money that she get collect over time. And going about first into the sunset into my offering special. So by the time the American over here is just like chilling inside his house and going about his first up. Random ass people keep on looking for random ass problem. Like yeah, I say again. I get so exhausted into my offense. I don't know, man. I get Americans that go off and like look for problems. And I said again, it's how they do the crime rings into my offense. If you know the crime rings for what they are, it's a ruthless system into my offense. I showed you a picture of what a hive look like into my offense. What a real computer program that's imbued inside a human being that you call a hive look like in real time, and how to identify it, especially for like the special mission that they have for that high value low army that they have that just like low crawl on the ground throughout even the sewage is getting infected with diseases, go off like get die, and they spread continuous over time. It's your main zombie wave on the space, and they have like they have individuals that like control them and breed them as like individuals that go off like still run the surf system on the space. And that's your main unit with your hive system. That space itself is like ruthless underneath the master that run and operate. That's designed as like a machine. Yeah, as a computer program that goes off and run the stick on the special. So he has his own hive, like his own army, his own shadow army that can go off and like somewhat kill anybody that he wants on the special. As certain commands in there, which you're able to look away into my offense special. If the system does not kill you or the shadow army special, then you're in good standing with the system itself. But if you're a foreign spy into my offense special and they catch you, then most likely you're gonna fall into like the stories about slipping with the fishes being dismembered. All that stuff like that, and eventually they're going to give them a nice position inside a prison cell over here to go off and run the next generation of trained soldiers. They have to go off and run special outside. Right, so I'm going about my first into my offense special outside, because I said by the end of the day, enjoy life, man. So enjoy every breath of it. So I said the stress that I get as a male over here every single day. Yeah, it's a space where like we have so much space in between us into my offense special, and there's just somebody manufactured a system that's supposed to spread HIV and cancer on the special, just to go off and create a killing machine. That's like a fucking machine that they go off and do random experiment and disperse them that create the scientific experiment, just to go off and like spread that as an ideology into the psychology of like living species on the special. Yeah, evil that's artificially manufactured by the system. The systems for war domain. So yeah, and actually somewhere is going to be a never-ending wave back and forth into the system itself, into like the mathematics that's employed on the space. Yeah, and luckily for me, the space where I'm at over here, I like barely has any border. My space is on the space. And then actually, I don't know, somewhere I'm seeing down over abundance of like electricity that I get to go off and use and connect back into the geo space where I get to like meet a nice community. Yeah, where I go off and dump money over the space where I get money back into my ecosystem and everything. Well, supposedly, that's why I pick invisibility technology to be able to move around so the others do not notice. But then eventually the dirty feds broke inside everybody's house to go off and like tell the main group over here who has money on the space. Because they create a new law, a new system that the government must make sure that everybody in America get punished into my office, especially rob and kill. But they go off and like claim that they should go off and like arrest you for not showing your ID and stuff like. I tell you, these dudes over here like crooks. They'll never fucking fool me into my office, especially. I got to see the characters, they're thieves, and then actually by the time they're done over here, they're thieves. They work inside the system as thieves. Yeah, that's a dirty, disgusting taste into my office, especially outside. To see that the Constitution give you the right to go off and like someone close your door just so you don't open it, and then your own government will go off and force you to open up your door to an electronic system, and then go off and rob you in there and get you killed and run you as if you're like a serf. All things special, just because of the fact that they decide to infect themselves in spaces where they told them not to go to. They themselves decide to go in that space area. By the time they get captured, they want to break their hands, show them low love whatsoever. By the time they broke their hands, like they were crying, somebody came up and they busted a nut in their eye socket over here that was like halfway out into my office space outside. By the time they get to see that machine system for what it is, they broke down, and then we try to send it right back in inside my system where we had to go for like somewhat suicide or somebody grab them and grab their soul and like repeat the cycle until they have a big army that's compromised around the special side. All right. So I don't know. By the time I tried to build a counter system to that specific for machines and other stuff like that, my own government stabbed me in my back. We had to go off and tell the entire world and share my technology around, especially, and then eventually allow that fucking parasitic fucking program to continue to rampage the rest of humanity forever on the special. So round of applause for like the Biden administration and the Trump camp over for like the evil deed that they did as a whole on behalf of the Navy. Absolutely amazing, man. I said, yeah, tell me more about humanity and like movies about Supergirl or Superman. Make it all about yourself, man. I said, yeah, you ain't no cook in America. All the thing we care about is profits, no humanity around, especially. So, yeah, go on about my first, man. I said again, go on about my first.